So today we will be replacing the upper motor mount on this 96 Camry 4-cylinder. The motor mount, you can see right here, is cracked, and sometimes you can feel it. So we're going to be replacing that today. We got the replacement parts. Let's see if it even looks the same or it fits. It's going to be kind of hard doing this one-handed, but let's see what we can do. So let's see if we even got the right part. Use my left hand. So here's the new motor mount. That's what the part is. It's not a Toyota part. You can clearly see that this rod right here, the old one is a lot thicker than the new one. But that's the least of our worries. Let's just make sure it lines up. It looks to be about the same size or so. So we're gonna make it work. So let's see if I can do this one-handed. So this, I think it's looks like a 14 milli. Let's see. Yep. So it's a 14 milli. I'm gonna find my ratchet here. So we'll loosen this up first. So here, let me put this down. So we'll loosen this up first. Yeah. So we should be able to take it off. No problem. Let me get a wrench for this. That's my 14 wrench. So I can hold one side so the other side doesn't slip. So I got my 14. And then where'd I put my ratchet? There it is. All right. So loosen this one up. Hold up. Let me go grab my I'll be right back. Let me go grab my speed ratchet. Makes the job a lot easier for that right there. All right, so I'm back. I didn't mean a speed ratchet, I meant a ratcheting wrench. It makes it so much easier if you have one. And I thought I had one here. I guess not. I'll just use this for now. This should work. Oops, wrong way. Lefty loosey, righty tighty, guys. Remember that. Yep, lefty loosey. So this one, I always like to take out the one that's kind of harder first, and then take out the easier one. Because if you take out the one that is easier first, and then when it gets to the hard one, he's going to be a pain in the butt. So go with the one that's harder first, that you think might be harder, and then go for the easy one. That way a lot of times it works out a lot easier. I'll just put this nut right here, and then I'll take out this one. Hopefully I don't have to take out these wires and stuff. I can just leave them be. So I'm taking the other bolt out too. Pretty easy job. I mean, it takes a few minutes, but if you would take it to like a mechanic or someone, you know what I mean? They're gonna charge you an arm and a leg for this. Not an arm and a leg, but at least a good bill or so. So we just took that out. See how simple that was, guys? Just got out the old motor mount. You can see that it's all cracked and ripped right there, you know. So we're gonna replace that with this new one we got. I should have put on gloves, my hand's all dirty. But anyways, we're gonna put on this new one and we'll see how it goes. So the little ball, like before, the little ball goes in here. And the big ball, the big part goes out here. So, I mean, the old one, you can see right here. See the old one? It's all ripped and falling apart. It's not even really holding no more. And the new one, it's pretty good. Old, new. Alrighty? Okay, let's see how we're gonna put this in here. So I always like to do the opposite of what I did earlier. So I'll put this one in first, like that. So you just go opposite of what you did earlier. So this one's a little wider, right here. So you gotta kind of shove it in a little bit. There we go. And then I'll line this one up first. I'll try to get this one in first because that's the last one I took out. So I always like to go reverse of what I did. So get that lined up and make sure you don't cross thread it, because it's an easy job, but if you cross thread it, then you're gonna turn an easy job into a hard job. You know what I'm trying to say? So just keep it easy. And before you tighten it all the way down, just get it going, make sure that it's good, and get the other one started. Just so you don't, just to make your life and everything else easier. So now I'm just gonna put this back in. See how this is going to be kind of difficult because it doesn't really line up. So we can see, we can wiggle stuff around. So you have to try to make this hole line up, and it's really not lining up. So I'm going to go grab my pry bar, and maybe I'll pry this back a little bit, because see, if I try to put this nut in right now, it won't line. This needs to go back that way about a 1/4 inch, maybe 3/4 inch. So let me go grab a pry bar. Alrighty, so I got my pry bar right here. Nice snap-on pry bar. So I want to try to pry it right here. See, and you can actually see it moving a little bit. So I'm gonna look for a good nut. Bam, look at that. So I'm gonna try to pull this back while I'm shoving this nut right through. Come on. See, I'm able to wiggle it around. Let me see. Needs to go up a little bit, up and back. So I'll use my pry bar on this side. So this is what I'm doing with the pry bar. See, and there's a little nut right there. And if I need to pull it back, I'll hit the pry bar right there, and I'll pull it back this way, like this, and it'll move. It'll make that move that way. And if you need to make this thing go upwards, then I'll stick it down here and that way. So you can actually pull it up, sideways, whatever you need to do to try to get this bolt, this 14mm bolt, to go back in there. So I think I got it lined up pretty good now. Let's try it. Okay, I need a little bit more. So I'm gonna put this phone down. And then I'm gonna put this pry bar back here where he showed you earlier with that little nut. And I need to push it back just a little bit. Here we go. It's kind of hard, but anything is possible. Where there's a will, there's a way, bro. Come on, get it in there. Maybe I'll try from this side. There we go. Need to go up now a little tiny bit. It's harder than it looks, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this connector out, give myself some space and room. I thought I can get away without taking out the connector, but might as well give yourself some space. I think that one's good. So let me look at the hole again. I need to go that way, so I'll turn my pry bar around and push it. There we go. Let's go. Come on, baby. Get in that hole, baby. You know what hole I'm talking about. There, it's lined up somewhat. Now I push it up and then out again. Let's see. Come on, baby. There we go. Got it started. And that's what you want to do. Get it started first. And then once you get this thing in a little further, hold up. And it's easier when you're trying to wiggle it, like wiggle this thing around while you're trying to shove the nut in. But once I get it started, I guess I can start going righty-tighty just to help it in a little bit. Even though it's not getting to the back, at least it's going in somewhat, you know. And then once it goes to that part, I can get in a little bit more. I can slam it in a little bit. Slam it in a little bit further. See why I'm doing this? The nut is actually going in a little bit. It's not hitting the back. The nut, the bolt is actually going in a little bit, but it's not hitting the back yet. So I'm just gonna keep going till as far as possible. And hopefully it'll catch the thread on the back side. So now it's all the way in, so it's spinning freely. See that? So now I just gotta push it in and try to find the thread in the back, and it should line up. And if it's not, I gotta do what I did earlier again. Put the pry bar in, spin it around pull it back and forth while you're trying to wiggle the nut in. See, I got the pry bar right here. I'm gonna just pull it back and forth. There we go. I think I almost got it. So there we go. Okay, I got the back side. I think it's got the back side because it wants to turn. Let's see. Righty-tighty. So righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. That's how I remember ever since I was young. And that's kind of hard to miss and forget. So yeah, just remember righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, y'all. You can't remember which way the nut to loosen or tighten a nut. So I'm not even sure, yeah, if it's going in right now. Let me see. Yes, it is. I got power tools, electric tools, but I think this is easier. I don't have to run there. Oh, it's actually not going in. So it's not catching the nut in the back. Let me see. I'm gonna lift it up. There we go. There. Because you can feel it when it catches or not. It's not going freely. There's a little resistance. That's how I can tell that it's going in. Now there's a little resistance. Earlier it was spinning too freely. But sometimes, even though there's resistance, let's see. No, it's still not catching the back yet. So, let me see. So maybe you need to go that way. Yeah, I can just wiggle this thing around until it catches somewhere. I think right here is pretty good. There we go. Come on, man. Get to the backside. Get to the backside. Well, you don't want to go to the backside. Okay, I think they're going to the backside. Let's see. Go to the backside. Come on, y'all. Go through the box. Go through the box. There we go. Okay, so now, see? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's tight. Now I'll go back and tighten this one down. So, piece of cake, y'all. It just takes a little bit of patience, wiggling and wobbling. So I'm gonna tighten these down, and then I should use a torque wrench. I'm not sure. I'm saying maybe about 20, 30 PSI, pound per square inch. But I'll just use like a length this long, and I'll just snug it down like this. Should be fine. That should be good. Okay, right there. Oops. Right there. And torque. So there we go, y'all. That's the new one. That's the new one put on. So should be good. You know what I mean? Compared to this old one. So let me plug this back in. So the reason I didn't take out both, because they look pretty similar, both these connectors. But I don't know if they are different or whatever, but just to play it safe, take out one so I don't have to worry about which one goes to which and all that stuff. And a lot of times if you don't remember, take a picture. Take a picture before you do anything. So